streets champ. Tell me world, party time, excellent. Now, contrary to popular belief, I am not American. I am from a country called South Africa, which is a beautiful place. Don't Google this current situation. And I live in Birmingham, England, which for whatever reason, 60% of it is always under construction. We're always going through a rebuild. We're like the city equivalent of Man United. Now, on the wake of the very publicized Charlie Kirk assassination, and pretty much all of American history, to be honest, a lot of non-Americans are actually quite worried about the 2026 World Cup being held in the land of the free. Actually, because of everything that's been going on in America, the land of the bald eagles has actually dropped quite low in the Global Peace Index rankings, which, simply put, ranks how safe and how dangerous a country is. The higher a country is in the Global Peace Index, the safer it is. The lower a country is, yeah, look, at that point, if you travel there, it's basically like Bruce Wayne's parents walking into crime alleyway. Like, bruh, you're just asking for it. For context, Iceland is #1 in the Global Peace Index and is considered the safest country on Earth. It's so safe that you can even leave your kids out in cafes and you don't have to worry about anything happening. Wait, where's Gylfi Sigurdsson from? Wait, no, please. And the lowest ranked country in the world right now is Russia. After seeing the UFC fighters those guys produce, kind of makes sense. America is now in the lower tier of safe countries. Now guys, I really want to break this down. I want to look past the hysteria from people outside of America, and I want to look past Donald Trump acting like it's not as bad as it seems.
Trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
Working for Diddy.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
So, without further ado, before we get started with this video, guys, we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and we're trying to hit that before 2026. So, if you are new here and you subscribe today, not only will you officially be part of World Gang, you'll be considered an honorary oos. Please let it be known that you are indeed joining. Go down in the comments and comment down below that you are officially joining the journey. Not this piece of crap, so that me and all the day one ooses, aka everybody that's already subscribed, can welcome you accordingly. And shout out to all the legends in the Super League, aka World Gang's Patreon. Shout out to my boy Chase, shout out to my boy Raj Padaker, and shout out to my boy Pitts. They of course got early access to this video on Patreon. Hey, my boys, no spoilers. All right, man, enough wasting time. It's now time to talk about the American nightmare. Okay, so fellers, the first question is this. Is America safe? No. However, we're not here to talk about America in a general sense, because this World Cup is only gonna last 1 month, and the only actual safety we're concerned about is the football matches. Now, 11 cities in America are going to be hosting matches, including Miami, which is generally safe. The only terrorist organization you gotta worry about over there is the Miami Heat and the Bay Harbor Butcher, and these two. But look, besides that, if you are a tourist and you wanna go to the World Cup in America next year, I think these 11 cities are pretty good. Just don't go to these places. The top 10 most dangerous cities in America, according to Google. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, ChatGPT. If you end up in one of these places next year, stay safe. Number 10, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I mean, there is literally an entire TV show dedicated to telling you why you need to stay the fuck away from this place. Number 9, Kansas City, Missouri, which is pretty close to St. Louis, Missouri. And that's where Randy Orton grew up. And we all know 2009 Randy Orton was a menace. Number 8, Oakland, California. Kendrick Lamar literally said, I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop. He wasn't talking to Drake. He was talking to you. Number 7, Cleveland, Ohio. You really want to go to Cleveland where the average resident looks like this? Number 6, New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 5, Little Rock, Arkansas. Number 4, Baltimore, Maryland. Have you ever watched The Wire? Yeah, stay away. Number 3, Detroit, Michigan. I have a friend that told me that Detroit is so dangerous that it is currently being overtaken right now by a bunch of androids who are waging war against the human beings. Oh, and Eminem's there. Number 2, St. Louis, Missouri. Oh my gosh, it's 2009 Randy Orton. And number 1 is Memphis, Tennessee. Look, just stay away, okay? You don't want to get slimed by a dude that looks like this. These are categorically considered the 10 most dangerous cities in all of the United States of America, and only one of them will be hosting a game at the 2026 World Cup. So us fans are safe. The only people that are actually in danger are the footballers when they enter the MetLife Stadium, which is considered the ACL capital. Yes, the stadium that is going to be hosting a couple of games, including the World Cup final, has a turf that is notorious for handing out ACL injuries. Get ready, guys. Some of our favorite players are going to be out for 9 months. Now you guys finally know how women's football fans feel.
Look at the snow. Got yourself a gun.
Now, guys, it is time to talk about Gunn. He's doing a really good job at the DCU. Have you guys been watching Peacemaker? A lot of non-Americans are concerned about the easy access of guns. You can pretty much walk into any Walmart or Chuck E. Cheese and leave having a whole prime Fortnite loadout if you want. Now, this is a very divisive topic in America. A lot of people in America and outside of America believe that guns should straight up be banned or made extremely hard to obtain. But then there's a lot of Americans that believe guns shouldn't be banned for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is a lot of the bad guys already got guns, and another reason is protection from those bad guys, and another reason is they look kind of cool. Look, y'all, if it was up to me, then every gun on Earth would be replaced with noodles, so we can really settle our differences like men. According to the World Population Review, America ranks 10th in terms of the moiter rate per country in 2025. I mean, 10th ain't that bad, right? I mean, let's look at the other countries. Man, you got Jamaica at number 1, Ecuador at number 2, Haiti, Honduras, and then you got Mexico. I mean, look, man, America is dangerous, but it's not as high ranked as somewhere like Mexico, who are also hosting the 2026 World Cup. Shit. Yeah, America and Mexico about to be moving like Hank Schrader and Gomez in 2026. Okay, I'd be remiss if I don't talk about Mexico, because everybody seems to just be talking about America. Mexico does have the 5th highest homicide rate on Earth. However, they do also have the highest Latina rate on Earth, which, in my opinion, that kind of evens it out. And yet, despite all of this, nobody's really worried about Mexico, and neither am I. I think that's just because everybody's aware that Mexicans just love football. It is a pretty passionate football nation, with some of the best strikers of our time coming out from there as well. Hell, while I'm out here glazing Mexico, I might as well thank you for giving us some of the best wrestlers of all time. But you also gave us George Lopez, who had pretty much made a show that gave an entire generation of kids insomnia. But look, despite some of the concerns some people might have, it's as simple as this, okay? Everybody in Mexico loves football. Everybody. Even the most hardened criminals from there will put down their nefarious acts for just 1 month if it keeps the focus on the Mexican national team and, of course, finally breaks that round of 16 curse. But I find it pretty funny. Despite the fact that everybody's voicing their concerns for Mexico and the United States of America hosting a World Cup, it's kind of cute that while they have these two absolute demons running the show, they also let Canada run the show too. I don't think we're gonna have to worry too much about them. Unless, of course, you're a teenager and you see this man walking around. The only way you could get slimed in Canada is if the rated R superstar Edge decides to spear you. Okay, guys, before I get to the most important part of this video, I want to ask at this junction if you guys could please like the video, and please go down in the comments and comment down which rogue footballer you are honoring your like to today. I think I'm gonna honor my like to the American gunman, Landon Donovan. Okay, now it is time for me to say why I believe that a World Cup in the United States of America would generally be safe. I really hope this doesn't age bad. Bitch, I came straight from the upper. Now, I've done my research, and as far as I can see throughout history, there hasn't been any mass shootings that has ever taken place at a football match. The only mass shootings that happen in football matches is when Man United are playing and Onan is in goal. Now, there have been terrorists and threats, but those will likely be regulated. Why? Because this is the World Cup. For World Cups, nations are expected to spend billions on security operations. You hear that, man? You actually got to invest in your defense. Dude, for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, which a lot of people were concerned about initially, 170,000 security personnel were deployed, including the army. Hell, I'll even tell you this. I grew up in South Africa. It is not a safe country, I'll tell you that much. But that one singular month where we hosted the World Cup in 2010 was probably the safest the country has ever been. So basically, the way countries are before a World Cup, it's like a classroom when a substitute teacher's there. Everybody's just around. But then when a World Cup starts, it's almost as if the classroom's just seeing the actual strict teacher walk into the building. Everybody is suddenly on their best behavior. And of course, if you do have any weapons of mass destruction at a football stadium, there are bag checks and metal detectors. And of course, those dogs that be barking too damn loud to make sure that none of that stuff actually gets used. Ticketing is of course also decentralized, so you can't really be anonymous. If you do anything bad, you will be found within seconds. Not to mention, if something does happen, football stadiums are designed for evacuation, and they got a lot of escape routes. Stadiums got security cameras everywhere. Dude, unless you are literally Aiden Pierce, you're not getting away with it. But the overall main point is this: nations understand how important it is to have a World Cup in your country. It is the biggest event that a country could host, right behind, of course, WrestleMania. Like, dude, it does amazing numbers for countries' tourism. All eyes are on you. So pretty much any government, no matter how slimy they are going to make sure that for a World Cup, they are going to be on their best behavior. They will make sure with all of their power that nothing bad happens. So if you do decide to do something stupid at the World Cup, then trust me when I say this, you are going to spend so long in prison that when you die, your child is going to inherit your sentence. Or two, you are going to be sent to Guantanamo Bay and tortured like that guy from GTA 5. And look, America is not the first country that people are scared to host a World Cup. Okay, do you guys remember the Global Peace Index? Remember which country was at the bottom? Yeah, great memory. Russia. Remember the 2018 Russian World Cup? Yeah, it went pretty smoothly. Everybody was worried about the Qatar World Cup before it started. Pretty justifiably so. They were doing some really bad stuff before it started, but the World Cup ran relatively smoothly. And also the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. Even as a kid there, I had my concerns, and yet it went better than I could have expected. So with that being said, I do think that a World Cup in the USA, Mexico, and Canada will go down pretty well. The only thing there that is going to make grown men cry is the fact that it's going to be an end of an era for Ronaldo, Messi, and the South African national team, because I know this is our last World Cup. And guys, that is my video. Thank you guys for watching. Guys, I really appreciate y'all so much. Guys, please, I think this is a topic for discussion. If you guys have your opinions on this, please say it in the comments, bro. This is World Gang. We're world. We're supposed to share it. Speaking of World Gang, guys, I want to be able to have as much access to you guys as possible. I want to be able to engage with you guys, and I want y'all to know anytime that I am going live or doing whatever. So guys, please check the links in my bio. Those are very important, and those are very crucial, you feel me? If you really want to be part of this journey. But anyways, guys, this has been your boy. I really hope you did like this video, and if you did, please drop a like and subscribe. It has been your boy, the Streets Champ. I have given you the gift of Toby World. Drink it in, man. Yeah.